Good morning, friends. This is Yatish Kumar. Welcome to Zoology Online Guru. We are dealing with the SSC revision digital classes. Subject Biological Science. Chapter 3 Transportation, the Circulatory System. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe my channel Zoology Online Guru. Transportation. In this transportation chapter, we are discussing about the heart, number 2, blood vessels, number 3, blood circulation, number 4, cardiac cycle. Transportation means transporting the different types of needed materials to the every part of the cell. In our body, the only one transporting system touching the each and every tissue, that is called blood. Blood transport system is the major transport system in the human beings. Blood is called liquid connective tissue. It connects different tissues, different parts of the body, and transports the needed materials like glucose, amino acid, fatty acid, glycerols, like that, and gases, oxygen. It also transports the different types of waste materials to their respective organs, like carbon dioxide to the lungs, urea, uric acid, creatine phosphate to their respective organs like kidneys. So, in the multicellular organism, to maintain the body, every cell requires the needed materials. The needed digested food is present in the intestine and transported to the different parts of the body by using the transport system. In the transport system, we are discussing the first part, that is called the heart, and next is the blood vessels, next blood circulation, and lastly the cardiac cycle. So we are starting with the heart. Heart is the major pumping organ. It pumps the blood to all the body parts. The heart in the human beings is myogenic heart. That means it is made up of muscles. The muscles present in the heart are called cardiac muscles. Cardiology is the study of heart. Cardiologist is the doctor or scientist dealing with the heart and heart diseases. And cardiac muscles are the one type of muscles which are present in the heart. That's why the heart is called myogenic heart. Location. Heart is located in the mediastinum. That means exactly in the middle of the lungs, slightly towards the left side. The size of the heart is the size of the fist of that individual. Shape. The shape of the heart is pear-shaped. The heart is surrounded by two layers are called pericardial membranes. Layer 1, layer 2. These two layers are called pericardial membranes or pericardial layers. The fluid present in between these two layers is called pericardial fluid. The pericardial fluid protects the heart from the outside blocks and shocks. Actually, the heart is protected by rib cage. Heart is made up of cardiac muscles. To work properly, those cardiac muscles require immediate supply of glucose. So these are the coronary. So coronary blood vessels supplies the blood to the heart. The coronary artery supplies the blood to the heart. The heart is divided by grooves. The external grooves and internal membranes separates the heart and convert the heart into four chambers. In the human beings, the heart is four-chambered heart. The upper chambers, these are the upper chambers. These two are the lower chambers. This is anterior, this is posterior. The anterior part is wider, whereas the posterior part or lower part is the narrower. The upper half of the heart is called atria, also called auricles. The lower two chambers are called ventricles. If we cut in the vertically, this is the right side, this is left side. Right side chambers are larger than the left side, means they are smaller in size. Right side two chambers are larger than the left side chambers. Coming to the atria and ventricles, ventricles are thicker than the auricles because they are thin. Means ventricles are thicker in the volume than the auricles. The right side of the heart, that is the right atrium, right ventricle, these two are the larger in size comparing to the left side chambers. So there are four chambers in the human heart. Internally, the heart is divided by septum or layers. That means the four chambers are separate chambers. The blood present in the each chamber cannot mix with the other chamber blood. And smaller in size, left atrium, this is the right ventricle, this is the left ventricle. The two atria are separated by a membrane. The two ventricles also separated by a membrane, and atria and ventricles also separated by a membrane. So here between the two atrium, between the two ventricles and between the auricles and ventricles, there are three different septums. There are three different septums making the heart four chambers. The membrane, the septum present between the two auricles, this is called interatrial septum. The septum present between the ventricles is called interventricular septum. The membrane separating the auricles and ventricles, this is called interauriculoventricular septum. This is chamber 1 is right atrium, chamber 2 is left atrium, chamber 3 right ventricle, and chamber 4 is the left ventricle. All the four chambers in the human heart are not same in size. Right atrium is larger than the left atrium. Right ventricle is larger than the left ventricle. Ventricles are thicker than the auricles. Right side chambers are the larger than the left side chambers. And the right atrium is linked to the right ventricle by a pore. And here left atrium linked to the left ventricle by a pore. This is called right auriculoventricular aperture, left auriculoventricular aperture. Left auriculoventricular aperture between the left atrium and left ventricle. Right auriculoventricular aperture between the right atrium and right ventricle. Right auriculoventricular aperture containing a tricuspid wall. Like that, left auriculoventricular aperture containing bicuspid wall. Right atrium receives the blood. It receives the blood from the body parts like legs and hands or lower body parts. From the lower body parts, right atrium receives the blood. This blood vessel name is called postcaval vein, also called inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava brings the impure blood from the lower body parts like legs and hands and supplies the blood to the right atrium. So, vena cava containing impure blood. Impure blood means deoxygenated blood, also called carbon dioxide blood. Impure blood by using the tricuspid wall transported to right ventricle. So here also impure blood. So by observation, the right side of the heart always containing impure blood. The blood which is coming from the lower body parts, one vessel, that is called postcaval vein, also called inferior vena cava, which is containing impure blood. Like that, this right atrium also receives impure blood from the head and neck region. So from the head and neck region, from the upper body parts, it also receives the impure blood. That blood vessel is called as superior vena cava, also called precaval veins. And the right atrium also receives another blood vessel. The smallest blood vessel also supplies the impure blood to the heart. The right atrium, that smallest blood vessel is called coronary vein. The blood vessel which supplies the blood to the heart is called coronary artery. After proper functioning, that coronary artery supplies the impure blood to the coronary vein. That coronary vein supplies the impure blood to the right atrium. So like that, right atrium receives impure blood from the all body parts. This impure blood transported to the right ventricle by using the tricuspid valve. That means right side of the heart. In the human beings, the right side of the heart is always containing impure blood. Lungs are the site for blood purification. The impure blood, the deoxygenated blood, the carbon dioxide blood is purified into oxygenated blood or pure blood. So from the lungs, the pure blood is transported to the left auricle. So from the lungs, the pure blood is transported to the left atrium. This blood vessel is called pulmonary vein. Means in the left atrium there is pure blood. This pure blood transported to the left ventricle, that means left ventricle also containing pure blood. By observation, the right side of the heart is always containing impure blood. So always the right side contains impure blood and the left side of the heart in the human beings is always containing pure blood. This pure blood is transported to the all the body parts. The pure blood is transported to the all the body parts by using a largest blood vessel. The largest blood vessel which is arising from the left ventricle, this is called systemic aorta. The systemic aorta at the place of the origin, it contains three semilunar valves. These are called systemic valves. Systemic valves are present between the left ventricle and systemic aorta. These are called systemic valves. Systemic circulation means the transport of pure blood to the all the body parts by using systemic aorta. It is called systemic circulation. Systemic aorta contains three semilunar valves. Those are called systemic valves. Systemic valves are present between left ventricle and systemic aorta. And coming to the right ventricle, the impure blood is transported to the lungs. So the impure blood is transporting the blood to the lungs. The right ventricle containing the impure blood. For the purification, the right ventricle supplies the blood to the lungs. The blood vessel supplies the impure blood to the lungs is called pulmonary artery. This is pulmonary artery supplies the impure blood to the lungs. At the origin of the pulmonary artery contains three semilunar valves. Three semilunar valves are present called pulmonary valves. Pulmonary valves are located between right ventricle and pulmonary artery. The blood circulation to the lungs from the right ventricle by using the pulmonary artery. This type of circulation is called pulmonary circulation. So in the human heart, two types of blood circulations are present. One is systemic circulation, second is the pulmonary circulation. Systemic circulation means the transport of pure blood to all the body parts by using systemic aorta is called systemic circulation. The transport of impure blood from the right ventricle to the lungs for purification by using the pulmonary artery is called pulmonary circulation. The valves present between the left ventricle and systemic aorta is called systemic valves. The three valves present between the right ventricle and pulmonary artery are called pulmonary valves. Arrangement of the blood vessels on the heart. From the ventricles, two major blood vessels are arising and transporting to their respective body parts. The right ventricle produces a blood vessel this is called pulmonary artery and it bifurcates into left and right. It bifurcates into left and right branches and supplies the blood to the lungs. This type of circulation is called pulmonary circulation. These are the semilunar valves, also called pulmonary valves, present between the right ventricle and pulmonary artery. This side, left ventricle also gives a largest blood vessel. This is called systemic aorta. Systemic aorta arising from the left ventricle, pulmonary artery arising from the right ventricle. Systemic aorta transports the blood to the all body parts. Means the pure blood, this is the pure blood transports to all the body parts by using the systemic aorta. This type of circulation is called systemic circulation and there are three valves are present at the point of arising the systemic aorta is called systemic valves. Systemic valves are present between the left ventricle and systemic aorta and these are the pulmonary valves are present between the pulmonary artery and the right ventricle. There are two types of blood circulations are present in the human body. One is the systemic circulation, second is the pulmonary circulation. In the pulmonary circulation, the impure blood is transported to the lungs for purification. The pure blood from the left ventricle transported to all the body parts. This is called systemic circulation. There are two types of blood vessels are present in the human body, the arteries and veins. The blood vessel supplies the blood to the heart is called veins. The blood vessels supplies the blood to the heart are called veins. And the blood vessels arising from the heart and supplies the blood to the other body parts are called arteries. The blood vessels supplying the blood to the heart are called veins. The blood vessels coming from the heart and supplying the blood to the all other body parts are called arteries. Veins always contain impure blood. Arteries contain pure blood. They always containing pure blood. Veins contain valves. Veins contain valves in the veins. So valves are present in the veins, whereas valves are absent in the arteries. Why the valves are present in the veins? Because veins are transporting the blood to the heart anti-gravity. So from the legs, suppose from the legs, the impure blood from the legs is transported to the right atrium of the heart. That means the blood can flow from the lower body part to the upper side. Then there is a gravitational pull is there. By the gravitational pull, the impure blood may fall down and accumulate in the lower body parts, but is not happening because the valves present in the veins, they can stop the falling of the blood flow by the gravitational force. That's why veins are containing valves, whereas the arteries, the aorta, from the heart to the all other body parts, there is no gravitational pull is there. They are positive to the gravitation, so that's why the blood with a speed or force transports to the all the body parts. The veins are located on the upper or superficial parts, whereas the arteries are located deeply into the tissues. The outer part of the artery, this is the artery, the transverse section of the arteries, the outer part is the elastic side, elastic fibrous material, and inside there is a smaller lumen. Coming to the veins, there is a large lumen and the tube is rigid in nature, means the vein diameter always fixed. There is no change in the diameter of the vein. Whereas coming to the elastic nature of the arteries are pulsatile in nature. That's why the pulse and the wrist is because of the arteries. The heart rate is equal to the pulse rate. The lumen size is small comparing to the veins. Veins, they having the valves are present, rigid in nature, fixed diameter of the tube size, arteries, smaller lumen size. The diameter is changing based on the blood flow, whereas the veins are present on the superficial layers of the body. The blood vessels supplying the blood to the heart are called veins. Veins containing impure blood and valves are present. The blood vessels arising from the heart and supplying the blood to the all other body parts are called arteries. Arteries containing pure blood. There is a exception case. The blood vessel which is coming towards the heart and bringing the pure blood. Suppose these are the lungs. From the lungs, pure blood is supplying to the left atrium. The heart is receiving the blood. That's why this vessel is called vein, because whatever the blood vessel supplying the blood to the heart are called veins. So this is also a vein, but this vein is containing pure blood. Pure blood. The vein which contains a pure blood coming from the lungs transporting to the left atrium, that vein is called pulmonary vein. So in the exception case, pulmonary vein is the vein which contains the pure blood. All veins are containing impure blood. Systemic artery containing pure blood. So artery means definitely containing the pure blood. Exception case. The blood vessel which is coming from the right ventricle and transporting the blood to the lungs, this is the impure blood. The blood vessel arising from the heart are called artery. So this is also a artery. All arteries are containing pure blood, but this artery is impure blood. That's why the artery arising from the right ventricle and supplying the blood to the lungs, this artery is called pulmonary artery. Veins. Veins are with impure blood. Pulmonary vein with pure blood. Arteries are with pure blood. Pulmonary artery with impure blood. Okay friends, we are stopping here. Stay at home, be safe. Like the video, share the video and subscribe my channel Zoology Online Guru. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video.